time to clear all of this area so that I can get rid of this little ivy bush that's down the bottom there. That ivy bush grows so bad. It goes all the way up this wall and it actually strangles that clematis. And I don't want to kill my clematis because it's growing so well. So here I am just having a quick tidy up so that I can actually get to the area. So once this area was clear and I had a good old sweep up, I actually needed to go and have a look at this ivy plant to see how bad it is. So I thought there's only one way to do this. Get the succotaurs out, cut all the leaves away to see how bad the root is. And I knew that I've got a problem here. This root was massive. How the hell am I going to get rid of this? I don't know. Oh, by the way, someone was throwing this mat out. Look at this. Nothing wrong with it, so I'm going to give it a jet wash and use it. Anyway, back to it. I've got the rake. I swept out all the debris, the mud, the leaves, some slate that was down there, because this is all going to be stoned all the way back to the back wall. I don't need any plants in this area. This was me showing you how big the roots are. And then I decided I'm going to cut down my raspberry bush because I couldn't dig it out. So I've got the succotaurs again. And here I am, chopping all the leaves off. Now, this is a very hardy plant and it grows back all the time. I've moved it 3 or 4 times in the garden and it grows really well. So now to tackle that, realised I had my sliders on, came back with my trainers. And as you saw there, these are my old dancing trainers. So they've got no soles left. A bit like me at the moment. So here I am digging and digging and digging with a spade or a shovel. Can't really tell the difference. But anyway, it did the job. Took me a while, but I got it out. Here we go. Look at the size of that. So, potted it straight away, took all the roots off because they were massive and I know it's going to grow well. So here we are, potting the plant, putting it back in a pot this time so I can actually control the berries and control the root growth. There we are, there we have it. So once I repotted this plant, hopefully I'm going to stick it in a shady and sunny area of the garden because it likes a bit of both. And now I dug up the mud a little bit here, so getting any of the extra roots out, there was loads. And the next job is actually to tackle that ivy plant, but I don't know how I'm going to get that out. But bear with me because I'm going to. Sorry for the bum showing here. Sorry it's grown a bit in the last few years, but there we are. Hopefully a bit of this gardening will help me lose weight a bit. Here I am still finding roots from that raspberry plant, digging it over, giving it a good shovel around, and yeah, here we go. So join me again, maybe tomorrow or even today, I don't know, because I've got to get this ivy plant out. But if it's as easy as that one, the job's a good one. There we are, tidying up. Oh my effing God. So who would have thought this one little ivy plant that ain't even grown much yet, because I've chopped it down last year, all off the back wall, is giving me such a hard job. I am sweating here. So first of all, I'll try and dig out the roots with my little shovel. This ain't happening. I'm just trying, I'm digging the mud away, I'm sweeping it away, I'm raking it away. Nothing is shifting this. Oh my God, this is going to be a nightmare. So basically, I carried on digging and shoveling as much as I could. But I realised that this ivy plant is right against the wall. It's really hard to get to, so I can't get the spade or the shovel, whatever you call it, behind the actual plant. I can't get it away from the wall. I was struggling here, so anyway, I carried on trying to dig it out. Got the rake out, give it a good sweep out, and then I realised that I'm going to need these succotaurs to try and cut away some of this. The succotaurs were actually working, to be fair, but I know that I'm not getting the root out from the actual base. I don't know what the hell I was doing here, but these little petals were getting right on my nerves, so I thought I'd give it a wave, and it worked actually. Somebody please tell me though, how the hell am I going to get this ivy out of the ground? I'm done. I'm literally done. I'm done. I am done. Hi guys, little update of what the garden's looking like today. So, after all that work today, basically I've had a good old tidy up, and this is now ready for any more future projects that I'm going to be doing. There's loads of projects to do, but I just wanted to give you a quick look of what it looks like tonight in the sunshine. And yeah, can't wait to get on with the projects like building the pallet furniture and the lighting and everything else. So here's me showing you the garden at night time with all the lights on, and yeah, we're getting there, guys. We're slowly getting there. Can't wait to finish. So here is the image again that we're trying to create our garden into from ChatGPT. Hi guys, so welcome back to my garden renovation. I haven't been doing much, to be honest, but I thought I'd go down the shop and get myself some masonry paint. And well, as you can see, I started here on the gas box and on the pipe work. Oh, also guys, if anyone knows how I can get this paint off this wall, please let me know. This was done by the previous owner, and I have no clue how to get paint off of a wall like that. Anywho, this was the next job. So paint these little manholes. I have 3 of these in my garden, but 2 of them are on show and one of them's hiding underneath my bush. So I got away with just cleaning it a little bit and getting all the cobwebs and stuff off, and then here I was painting it black, and I think they actually come out quite good. Here you go, have a look. Ta-da! Anyway, so after I did those 2, here's the next one, sorry. So I went on to this next one, and then after I did them, I thought I'm going to give this palette a go. Now I'm using masonry paint. I ain't got a clue if it's okay for wood, metal or anything like that, but I've used it on both today, so we'll see how long it lasts and whether I need proper paint for those specific things or not. These 2 manholes actually line up in the garden, look, so one's here and one's there. So anyway, grabbed myself a pillow because my ass was aching, and now it's time to paint this. So here we go. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. So this is going to be for herbs, small flowers and things like that, and it's just against the fence. It's between the garden and the walkway to the side entrance, so I just want to give it a lick of paint. And the hubby won't let me paint my fence, and I want to paint it black, but he won't let me. He wants me to keep it to the natural wood, and I agree. It actually does look better with natural wood. So here I am painting the rest of the palette. It took actually ages to get every little nook and cranny in, and I got sunburnt. Decided I needed a smaller brush and a bigger brush, and here's the outcome. Stunning. Anyway, next was the trellises. So these trellises my dad made, and I'll show you about them in a minute. So there's about 4 or 5 of them in the garden, and I thought, you know what, let me just paint them all black. Handmade by my dad for the last job that he did for me before he passed away, to be fair, so I wasn't going to alter them, and I definitely wasn't going to chuck them away, especially when all of his hard graft went into them. So in this next video I'm going to show you how hard it was to get to these bits behind the plant. Obviously this is a fully established plant, so I couldn't get it like from the woodwork. I had to paint around it, and yeah, as you can see, like, the plant looks dead here in certain places, but it's very much alive and kicking. And there you go. 1 trellis down, 4 to go. And then the next video clip I show you is actually all of the trellises finished and painted. So here we go, I'm going to show you now. And then I'll explain about these trellises. Okay, so here we are. This was the next bad boy. And I love this plant. Can't remember what it's called, so if anyone knows what it's called, but there you go, there you have it. Looks so much better with black, do you agree? Let me know in the comments if you agree with it being black. I actually think it makes the garden pop, and the green against the black looks so nice. So anyway, there's the palette from earlier. This is the first one. Stunning. This is the second one with a very established plant that I'm never going to get rid of because look at the size of it. And then this little cute one over here, and this long one, and just look at these a minute. Look. So my dad actually built them, and like I say, it was the last thing he did before he passed away, but look, one goes this way, one goes that way. Don't ask me what that's all about, but anywho, I couldn't have made them, to be fair, and I think he's done a great job. And this is me watering the garden at the end of the day, which was tonight, by the way, this very, very hot Sunday. So this was me just watering the garden and finishing off what I started with my hard work and just actually enjoying the weather now, because the garden was a complete mess this afternoon, and now it's a little haven. I'll show you in a second. But yeah, I don't know why I find this bit so therapeutic. All these plants, by the way, they're coming out, so I can't even bother to give them much for water because they're coming out. I don't know what to do in that little corner. Any suggestions, please? And there's that beast of a plant coming from that one little root there. This is my 10-foot hose. It fits everywhere in the whole of the garden. This is my little sun lounger area, so I'm not going to buy any more rattan furniture. It's actually really crap. Rattan furniture is really, really shit. I'm sorry, but if you want to prove me otherwise and send me some sets, then I'll try them out, of course. But I'm going to make my own pallets. This pallet furniture I've had over 10 years. It's still going. It just needs a paint job every now and then. And yeah, here comes my favourite bush. All the pink flowers have fallen off and they're dead now, so she looks a bit bare. And look at that little cute area for today. Stunning. Very happy bunny. And I must say I'm very, very happy with the garden and how it's coming. If you know that I am actually doing a chat GTP garden, so feel free to scroll back a few videos and see the image that I'm trying to get. And yeah, thanks for watching this long ass video. Here's 7 minutes of your life you're never going to get back. Ciao, ciao. Strawberries and mint, absolutely love it. I'll see you guys on the next video. Tune in for tomorrow's chaos. See you soon, guys. Sleep well and enjoy this lovely evening. Hi guys, so these are the palettes that I painted yesterday. I've done the big one the day before and I've done that little one today. Just wanted to know what you would actually use these for. This is a tiny part of my garden. It's just the walkway between the side entrance and the garden. So let me know what you would do with this. Hi guys, I asked ChatGTP to make over my garden and this is what they sent me. So it's beautiful, isn't it? I can't wait. So today it was all about the sleepers. So I actually bought 6 of these from Wix. They were £8 each and I believe they're 1.5 metres long. This is the oil that I picked up today for £20. It's coprinol. It's natural oak oil. So the aim was just to treat the wood. I didn't want to change the colour too much. I just wanted to treat the wood, make sure it was effective in the ground, and yeah. And ChatGTP actually painted them this colour in the image that he sent me. So here I'm just painting the tops. The sun was helping to dry them really quickly today. Flipping them on their side, painting them again, and then again flipping them and painting them. And I managed to get all 6 done really quickly, to be fair. These are definitely a bargain right now and I'll definitely be getting more for the front garden. The brush I was using is just a £4 brush, which was a bargain as well. So yeah, so here I am just painting the rest of them, finishing the last touches. So here I'm showing you the before and the after in comparison with each other. These are 2 flower pots that I'm using in the garden as well, and I didn't really quite like the colour it came out on these. It came out quite orange, to be fair. Definitely different from this colour here. So as you can see, yeah, the before and after, and actually I really do like them. So in case you missed it before, this is coprinol, natural oak. So here are the last finishing touches, the very last strokes, and this is where it's going across here. And as you can see, this fence has got posts and they were similar colour to how these sleepers first started. So I'm going to paint them as well and hopefully they'll come out the same colour. And this fence here is also going to be treated with the same exact stuff. So the same coprinol oil, and hopefully it'll come out really nice. I don't need to do anything on the back wall. And then on this other side of the fence, you'll see that I did actually paint them. And here's how they came out. So I'm really happy with today's job. If you have any idea of how to put these things together, please let me know. They are not together at the moment. I know that I need to put this bit of wood here and cut this and put this little bit of wood here. But yeah, let me know in the comments how to put them together. And look how nice the fence came out. Actually really pleased with today's jobs. And the garden is on its way. And here's where the other one's going to go. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks guys, see you. Right guys, so I wanted to give you a little update of what we've done so far in this garden renovation. So, firstly, I got the ivy plants out from the back here. And as you can see, I've put the membrane down and I just need more stones to cover it. We've dug out a bed and got rid of all the bricks that were in there. I'll show you the bricks that was in there. Those are the bricks. So all these bricks were in the borders like this. And we've got rid of those. So we've also got rid of a few plants that were growing down the back here, because this is going to be stoned all the way back to the fence. We've painted the trellises. We've painted the pallets. The strawberries are blooming. What else did I do? Okay, we painted these and these to match the fence over here. We painted this box and that metal thing down the bottom there. I haven't painted the actual fence yet, but I'm going to get round to doing that. The sleepers came, they're not in the ground yet. We will be getting them in the ground soon. And this was the fence before, and this is it with it stained. Now, I really like it before, but I really like it now. We've trimmed down that bush that's grown back so much since I trimmed it back literally 2 weeks ago. So yeah, this is the garden so far. So let me let you know what I'm going to do. So in this corner here, these plants are coming out. They're a nightmare. The leaves get all over the garden and I don't want them. So they're coming out. I might put them in pots at the front of the house. So here, because of this, is going to grow all along, hopefully, all along here and along to this trellis here. I don't think I need much else in this corner, but I'm thinking of a water feature. So I'm going to put a water feature in this area. Is it raining? It's literally starting to rain. I can hear it. Anyway, so yeah, water feature in this area. This is going to be bordered off and that's where it's going to end. And this is where it's going to end, this end. This is going to be the barbecue area. We need to cut down that stump. It's actually raining. I need to get all my furniture in. Let's do that before it pisses down. It wasn't supposed to rain today. What the hell? Anyway, let me get all my stuff in and yeah. That's a little update of the garden so far. Fireplace, planters, water feature, plants. Oh, and here is where the corner unit's going to go. So we're going to build a corner pallet area here. We're changing that rug, although it was for free. Someone was chucking it out and there's nothing wrong with it, so I'll just give it to someone else. And yeah, side entrance needs doing. I'm going to show you the side entrance. Oh, that's the cement to put these in. Side entrance really does need a clean up. And there we have it. So I've got the rest of this fence to do, all the way down to the gate down there. And as you can see, I only got up to this point yesterday. So yeah, all the way down there has got to be done. And this is what it looks like when it's done this side. So yeah, I can't wait to finish this. It's going to look stunning. It's really going to make everything pop in the garden. So like the greens, the blacks and everything else. So yeah, we'll definitely get back to doing that very soon. Yeah, I've got to take all these lights off. I'm just showing you the difference here. Look at the difference. So yeah, it does actually make a big difference in colour. But that'll be done another day because I got bored, and yeah, well, I do get bored of jobs, but at least I try to finish them. I do try to finish them in the next few days. I don't leave them forever. And here we are. This is everything done so far. Looks really nice. Okay guys, we are back. It was time to get shit done, starting with this fence over here. So I knew, and if I get time, this one over this side. So I knew I had to get straight to it. And even though Mother Nature showed her face today, she wasn't going to stop me from doing my own Mother Nature stuff in the garden. So here I was, oiling the paint onto the fence. So if you don't know what this is, again, it's cuprinol, and it's just an oil-based stain to protect the wood. So this fence has only been up about 6 months, maybe 8 months actually. So yeah, and then next we had to get this tree trunk out of the ground. So I brought the big guns out. Jay the bicep got out his tools, and we chopped this little stump down as far as we could. These are the stones that are currently in the garden, and we've got another lot on order. So we've got another ton of these stones coming. So I can't wait for them to arrive. Anyway, back to the stump. So we finally got this stump out of the ground and chucked that piece of wood onto the fireplace, because that's going to be burning nicely when we get the fire pit out. So while Jay still had the saw out, I asked him to saw to size one of my sleepers so that I can fit it into place, and this is what it's going to look like. It's going to have one more plant in there just at the end, maybe one that's not too big. And at the very end of the garden, as you just saw, we're going to add a water feature. And yep, here we go. This is a tour of the garden after today's work and what we've done so far, and after a good clear up basically. So just take a look at this. So proud of myself what I've completed this last week while I've been off work for a half term. See you in the next video. So in this video I asked ChatGPT what I should do with this area, and this is the options he came up with: 1 or 2. Garden renovation part 9. Okay, this was getting rid of all the debris. So as you can see, I've got a bin and I managed to get rid of all this debris. The next thing to do was, once I've got all this out of the way, and I'll tell you what, it took ages, was to lay this down. So I've only done half of it because, as you can see, I've got my manhole there, and that manhole, I don't know whether to go around it or let me know what you think. Should I go over the manhole with the membrane and the stones, or should I just leave a hole there and just lay the stones? And I don't know whether to fill these flower beds with bark or stones, or even just soil. So let me know what you would do in the comments. Thank you. So I've just been off the phone to hubby, who asked me what I'm doing today, and I discussed I'm doing stuff in the garden. That's what I'm doing. So we have these beautiful stones in the garden. They're everywhere, like literally everywhere. And I noticed that I've got a little bush over here that I need to cut out. So here's the bush. But while I'm here, I noticed all these different other stones. So don't even ask. Don't even ask about that. So when hubby messages me on FaceTime and says, "What are you actually doing?" I'm like, picking up fucking stones from the floor that don't match our stones. He was like, "What? You're going to be there hours?" I was like, "No, not really. I've already got half a bucket full already. It's not going to take that long." So I'm going to carry on while I'm doing this video, just to prove it don't actually take that long. But I can't be having these mismatch. I mean, what the hell is this? I can't be having these mismatched stones in my garden I mean, look, it's only this little area. I mean, how long could it take? I mean, how long could it possibly take? And this is also, I can get to the actual roots of this plant to actually dig it out. Anyway, I mean, look. Alright, yeah, we might be here a while. But you know what? This is actually therapeutic. I'm in the shade. I'm out of the sun. It's a vibe. Alright. I'll see you on the other side then, because this is going to take a few hours. But you can sit and watch it if you want. See, we'll have it done in no time. We'll have it done in no time, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But anyway, he said I must be stoned. I said, not these days, mate, not these days. But he said, are you also married a nutter? Yeah, probably. He probably did marry a nutter. But I've got too much time on my hands. This is what happens when you're on half term. Honestly, Kelly, what the fuck? But you know it's going to make a difference, right? You know it's going to make a difference. I think I've actually gone doolally. So I wasn't going to let this bad boy fucking beat me today. The roots on this are crazy. They go all under the house. This little fucker is rooted so much. Oh my god. Gonna have to get the succotaurs out again. Took me about an hour to sort that out. Fucker. But just look at the result. So I managed to sort all the stones out, put the chairs in place, couple of plants, put the lights up on the fence, put the barbecue back in its place. And do you know what? I'm really, really happy with this side of the garden right now. Here's the flower beds that we've been working on for the past few weeks. And yeah, even the butterfly likes it. So there you go. Told you it'd make a big difference. It was well worth the hours put in, and that plant is no longer there. Genius. Time to get shit done. So today I went and got more paint this morning so I can finish off the inside of this fence. And to be honest with you, this still took me ages. Like I said, I've got the biggest garden in the block of houses where I live. So this is sped up for you, but look at the result. So this is all the inside done. Obviously I've got to do the outside now. And this was my fence before, and my shed door. And here's the result of those two things as well. So very proactive morning I had, and afternoon. And then I'm very happy with the outcome today and the progress that I've been doing with this garden. So doing the front, so just a few plants, hopefully a tree for my dad, and the stones to be laid and done.